It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. So what I want to talk to you all today about is networking. And this again is another area that anybody that has more than 2 or 3 years in a corporate setting says they know. Everyone says they have networks. They say they have mentors. They say they have sponsors. But really when you scale back and start asking very specific questions, you realize that people think they have networks and people think they have sponsors. A lot of your sponsors, you'll never even know who they are. They're people that you came across to feel that there's something special in you and they're gonna play the back end. You're on their sheet and you'll never know. It's not about who you know, it's who knows you. Let me break that down. And this is really networking as far as you going to an event, going to a conference, going to that scheduled conference meeting and kind of saying, hey, what's gonna be my mark and how am I gonna leave here remembered? And when I say who knows you, it's not about talking to the right people. It's not about having these lengthy conversations about these common points. Those are great and those will naturally happen. But when I go into a room, my objective is to not just talk to the highest people in the room and the VPs. It's really to talk to everyone that is in that room and ensure that every conversation and every touch point that I have, that they remember me to a certain extent. We can get into elevator speeches, but as far as, hey, Sam Richards, I've heard a lot of great things about you, or how's your business going, or hey, do you have kids, or hey, I have a son, and hey, where are you originally from? Oh, that's awesome, you're doing good. Hey, what do you feel you're doing good at? Where do you think you could get better at? Have you created any new processes? Oh, that's a best practice. I'm gonna take that back to my team and implement it on Monday. I'm gonna have dialogue with them and it's all gonna be genuine, but my goal is I am going to talk to everybody in that room to the point where they don't even have to focus on it. They're going to know, man, he talked to everybody in the room. There's not gonna be anybody in that room that can say Sam, Samuel, Sam Richards, and someone not say, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Everybody in that room is going to feel like they know me. And it's all gonna be genuine. It is gonna be strategic with a little method with it, but at the same rate, that's my objective. I'm not going into a room of 30 and talking to 5 people, or going into a room of 20 and talking to my buddy. I wanna sit by someone that I don't know. I wanna have a conversation that I've never had. I wanna learn something that I don't know. And I literally wanna talk to everybody in that room. I wanna exchange a few contacts. I might even text a few people in that room, even though we kind of come around each other every so often. I just want to keep those juices flowing and keep those avenues open because I understand that it's not about who I know, it's about who knows me. And sometimes someone just being abreast of the arena that you're playing in, the role that you have, and the fact that you seem like you're not a part of a clique and everyone has either neutral or positive things to say about you. A lot of times that's enough to get you into consideration. And when you do have an interview, they're truly giving you a fair shake. It's not that they're for you, but at least bare minimum, because of the strategic steps that you've kind of laid on the front end, they're giving you a fair shake because they want to know more. They remember that 2-minute conversation where you brought up X and you were genuinely engaged in whatever you all were talking about. So you can take that, apply it as needed, but that's my take on networking as it relates to a closed event where your goal is to be remembered. And if you're deciphering on if I should talk to the right people or widen my net and have a good time.